And welcome back once again to Joe Mauer Fieldhouse here on the campus of Cretin Derham High School here in St. Paul. It is the Tri-Metro West against the Suburban East in boys basketball before a jam-packed Fieldhouse on this Saturday night. Hello, everybody. I'm Sam Worchin. The boys Raider and Stillwater Pony basketball is broadcast a presentation of my company, TJ Broadcast Services, and my website is tjsportsonline.net. And helping to make this broadcast possible, and of course, it's the Ritchie Media Group with Tom Ritchie and Ethan Allen, Blue Frame Technology, and the folks at Town Square Television in northern Dakota County, serving the communities of Inver Grove Heights, Joe Lynch's hometown, Lilydale, Mendota Heights, South St. Paul, West St. Paul, and Sunfish Lake. Welcome to all those of you that are watching on Channel 15 in northern Dakota County on Town Square Television. Thank you, Joe Dolan and the staff down there. Our broadcast here tonight made possible by Plum's Neighborhood Restaurant, serving you for over 30 years from Snelling and Randolph and St. Paul. Long-time favorites, gathering spot for Raiders and Tommy fans alike. And also brought to you by J.R. Max, a family-owned grill on West 7th and St. Paul, offering great food at great prices in a fun atmosphere. Come and watch a game and meet some friends, make some new ones. That's J.R. Max, West 7th in St. Paul. We've got number one against number one. Cretin Derham Hall, number one ranked in Class 4A. De La Salle, number one in Class 3A. That's the matchup tonight. That's what's wrong with this overflow crowd. And we're probably, I think Phil Archer will tell me, they probably have sold over 4,000 tickets for tonight's contest. For the Raiders, they come in after a win last night over Moundsview with a record of 17-1. Their only loss on the season was against Edina in the Breakdown Classic on Thursday, December 7th. After tonight, they have about a half a dozen games. And for Travis Bledsoe and the Islanders of De La Salle, and they come in with an outstanding record of 14-3. They beat Holy Angels last night. Their only losses on the season, they lost to Iowa City West, the opening game of the year, lost to Hopkins, and lost to Eden Prairie. By the way, that'll be the Raiders' opponent on February 28th. Travis Bledsoe, the new first-year head coach of De La Salle. Of course, Dave Thorson, a legend on the island. He is now down in Des Moines, assistant coach at Drake University. The Islander tradition is very strong, and Dave went out on a pretty nice note. The Islanders last year won the Class 3A state title, and they defeated the Austin Packers in that championship game. So that's the matchup here tonight on tjsportsonline.net. And a reminder, serving up great food and fun for over 32 years is Plum's Neighborhood Restaurant, Snelling and Randolph and St. Paul, longtime favorite, gathering spot for Raider and Tommy fans alike. Opening at 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday, 10 o'clock on Sundays. Plum serves a diverse and extensive menu of appetizers, burgers, sandwiches, and dinner specials. Visit their website, plumsbar.com, for more information. Raider alumni and longtime fans, the McQuillan family, thank you, Dan. They invite you to Plum for some incredible edibles and great atmosphere. Plum's Neighborhood Restaurant, 480 South Snelling in St. Paul. I know they've helped us out in the past, too, on Raider football during the fall sports season. Earlier today, in the first half of our doubleheader, Cretin Derham Hall, trailing 1-0, went on to take a lead that stretched to as many as 12 points, and they won their 16th game of the year, defeating De La Salle by a score of 60-54. And that broke that one-game losing streak. They've lost to Moundsview twice now. They lost last night, but they're back on the winning side of things. And elsewhere on the Raider sports calendar, earlier today, the Raider girls hockey team defeated Hopkins St. Louis Park in the opening round of the Section 6-2A quarterfinals. They defeated Hopkins St. Louis Park by a score of 3-2. Unfortunately, getting Edina now in the semifinals. And the Raider boys hockey team, they skated with 2-2 overtime tie against the Stillwater Ponies at the Blizzard Rink at the St. Croix Valley Rec Center. De La Salle, their Islander hockey program is a co-op. The girls co-op with Minnehaha United, and that includes, let's see, the St. Agnes Providence Academy, De La Salle, and Minnehaha Academy. And the Gentry Academy, they're located at the Baptist Rink up there in St. Paul. And the boys hockey team for the Islanders, they also co-op with Minnehaha Academy, the Red Hawks. Both teams are coming back on the floor. We'll get the introductions here in just a bit. Got a couple of football players on the floor for the Raiders that signed national letters of intent earlier this week. And they include Jalen Newton. I don't know if Jalen is back on the team or yet. He broke his hand or wrist in the All-Star football game. He's headed to the University of Sioux Falls. Charlie Dennis, the linebacker, he's headed to Winona State, also on the Raider boys basketball team. And Jacob Prince, he's headed to Southern Miss to play his football at Division I. Also Stephen Johnson going to USF. And James Williams going to USF, we mentioned. And Sean Brooks is going to Northern State of Aberdeen. James Williams, by the way, is going to MSU Mankato. And Jalen Newton is going to USF. Both teams are back on the floor. We've already had one national anthem. I'm not sure if we're going to get another. The scores from last night in boys high school basketball in the Metro East: Henry Silly win over South St. Paul. Matabita beat Hill Murray. North St. Paul over St. Thomas Academy, and Chardon beating Hastings. In the Suburban East, Eastridge over Stillwater. Roseville beat Forest Lake. And in the Tri-Metro, it was Columbia Heights over Fridley, De La Salle, St. Anthony, and St. Croix Lutheran all winning. This crowd of 4,000 plus are on their feet as we're going to see the ROTC color guard. No. But I believe we're going to get our national anthem. Going to be a noisy one here tonight. Going into tonight's contest, Tri-Metro West, Columbia Heights and De La Salle are tied for first place. Islanders have a better record of 14-2. De La Salle 14-3. Then Brooklyn Center, Holy Angels, and Fridley here in the Suburban East Conference. Cretin Derham Hall is on top. They have a one-game lead against Woodbury. And then Eastridge, they beat Stillwater last night, followed by Forest Lake, Roseville, Whitefield Lake, Stillwater, Mountview, and a Park Cottage Grove. And Mr. Everything, our activities director, Phil Archer, doing some last-minute maintenance on the basket off to our left. And the introduction, first of all, for Travis Bledsoe and the Islanders at a guard, Tyrell Terry, a 6'2 junior, averaging 18 points a ball game. And for the Raiders, it'll be Cy Chapman, the 6'8 senior, averaging 18 points a ball game. Next for De La Salle, Gabe Colshier, a 6'4 senior, averaging 21 points a ball game. They're leading a score. And next for the Raiders is Jordan King, the 6'5 junior, averaging 15 points a ball game, the 3-point specialist. And now for the Islanders, Sage Booker, a 6'1 senior, averaging 6 points a ball game. Here's Ryan Larson, the quarterback, the point guard, 6'1 senior, averaging 10 points a ball game. And next for the Islanders is Jamison Battle, a 6'7 junior, averaging 14 points a ball game. And he's their 3-point specialist with 23 this season, Jamison Battle. And there is Jacob Prince, the 6'5 senior for CDH, averaging 7 points a ball game. And a Fade for De La Salle. On the floor is Raekwon Moore, 6'4 senior, averaging 6 points a ball game. And there's Big D, Daniel Otero, the 6'10 senior, averaging 18 points a ball game. And what a menace on the boards. 113 blocks out of the year for Big D. The Raiders wearing the purple and gold, and the Islanders in the traveling whites with the black and gold trim. I'm Tom Merchant, proprietor of TJ Broadcast Services, the website tjsportsonline.net, and the Ritchie Media Group with Tom Ritchie, the Silver Fox, and Ethan Allen at the controls. A standing Morley crowd about to enjoy number one against number one. Raiders will be going from right to left here in the first half. Otero getting the fans up on their feet. It'll be Otero to jump again. Jamison Battle. Battle at about 6'7". Daniel at about 6'10". And both teams winning last night. Islanders beat Holy Angels, and the Raiders defeating Mountain View. As Ryan Larson and the tip belongs to CDH. Ryan Larson to the front court, being watched up there by Sage Booker. Chapman goes inside for Otero at the high post in the lane. Drive, lays it up. He was tripped and goes down, and it went off his hands out of bounds. A turnover against Cretin Derham Hall. And to be Terry to run the offense. 6'2" junior. Leads them in steals and assists. Islander basketball front court for Battle. Out of the wing, far side, back up top. There for Sage Booker. Free throw line, jumper is up and no good. And taken away by the Raiders. And Jacob Prince. Ryan Larson in the front court. In the Islanders, man-to-man. Larson looking for a pick. Doesn't get it. Ryan, top of the key, goes inside for Otero. Throws it away. And it was touched on the way out by Sage Booker. And it'll be Raider basketball underneath their own basket. Just 10 away, first half. Otero to inbound from the baseline. Gets it into Chapman, knocked away by Colshare. Gabe got a hand on it and steered it out of bounds. Gabe, the leading scorer with 21 points. They have 4 players averaging in double figures, as do the Raiders. Larson gets it in for Cy Chapman. Off to Ryan Larson. Cy got a couple of offers from some D1 schools. He hasn't made a choice yet. Larson on the wing, near side for Jacob Prince. High post for Otero, looking inside for Chapman out there. Otero, crossover dribble, gets double teamed, and clears it off on the wing now. Far side for Jordan King. They go baseline, inside Prince, underneath, Big D, slams it home. Daniel Otero, the first basket of the ball game, belongs to Cretin Derham Hall. 18 points a ball game for Otero, and it is Islander basketball. Off in that far corner is great Gabe Colshare. They're swinging around the perimeter near side for Sage Booker. Here's Raekwon Moore touching the basketball for the first time in the lane. Moore drives, lays up, blocked by Otero, and we have a foul or a goaltending call. We have a foul, I believe, called on Otero. A block for Daniel, his 114th of the season, and a 2-shot foul for Raekwon Moore. He's a 71% free throw shooter, averaging 6 points a ball game. He'll shoot 2. Oh, they gave the foul to Jordan King. Okay. More one of 5 seniors on the squad for Coach Bledsoe. 2-0. Moore's first free throw is up and good. And it is 2-1. 6-foot senior. Second one for Moore for Ty. Gets it. Our first tie of the ball game. I think we're going to see quite a few ties here tonight. It is Raider basketball in the front court for Ryan Larson, being guarded there by Sage Booker. Larson on the left-hand dribble, takes it down the wing, stolen away. Moore coming back around. Chapman goes inside, shovel pass, and Larson to knock it away. King down court, wide open, Big D slams one, another one. A turnover, and Daniel Otero has 4 for the Raiders. They've got the lead back. Tyrell Terry. Right, wing far side for Jason Battle. In the lane, layup is good. Gabe Colshare with his first deuce, first field goal for De La Salle in our second tie of the ball game. Larson against Booker. Out of the hash mark. Otero at the high post extended. Jacob Prince out of the left wing near side. Jordan King launches a 3. Bingo! Jordan King, three-pointer number 59 on the season. And the Raiders have their third lead at 7-4. Ball knocked away and out of bounds. And Terry will inbound it. Terry gets it in for Colton Shear. Gave a three. It's no good. Rebound Otero. Scrapes the plate clean. Outlet pass. Ryan Larson front court. Goes inside. Shovel pass. Side. Lays it up and in. And whistle. Foul before the shot or after the shot. And evidently a foul against the Raiders. So don't count the basket. The foul is on Ryan Larson. His first second team foul. 7-4. Raiders 15:23 to go here in the first half. Game call share for Jamison Battle. On the left wing, going inside. Shot up and off by Tyrell Terry. Rebound back up by Moore. Blocked. Goes out of bounds. Chapman saves. And it's Ryan Larson in Raider basketball. Jerry Klein up and pacing the sidelines. Shouting instructions. Referee saying get off to the sidelines. Terry's about 4 feet out on the floor. Ryan Larson in front of the Islander bench. Ryan inside for Otero. Double team. Goes baseline. Goes inside. Lays up off glass. And he's got 6. 9-4. The Raider lead is 5. And the ball knocked away. Wait a minute. We got a field goal. It's 9-6. And the basket by the Islanders. And it was Sage Booker. Didn't see it. Sage has his first deuce. So it's 9-6 with 14:40 to go. Inbounds pass for Jordan King. And the Raiders right in front of the scores table across the way. And they'll get it into Larson. No changes so far. Ryan Larson. Chapman playing there. Otero playing the high post. Larson goes up top for Otero, looking inside for Chapman out there. Now the entry pass knocked away from Cy. Goes out of bounds, and who touched it last? And I believe the Islanders touched it last. It'll be the Raiders to inbound the basketball along the baseline. And the inbounds for Otero clears it up top for Jordan King. Larson not stolen away by Battle. Jamison Battle 2-on-2 coming back. Drive. Tries to slam it home. No good. And the rebound goes out of bounds. And it is last touch by the Raiders. Ryan Larson tried to bounce it off for the legs of one of the Islander players going by, but they were both 10 feet out of bounds. Islanders to inbounds. It is 9-6. 14 and change remaining here in the first half here on TJ Sports Online. On it, Gabe Colshire, top of the key against Jacob Prince. Down the left wing, shovel pass for Moore. Tyrell Terry. Terry plays the point guard. Off on the wing for Jamison Battle. In the corner, near side for Booker. Top of the key again, Gabe Colshire launches one from 3, scores! Gabe Colshire, his 12th three-pointer of the season. He's got 5 points. We've got our third tie at 9 apiece. And substitution for the Islanders as Raekwon Moore will come out of the ball game. And coming into the ball game, let's see, I believe it is Christian Dixon, 6'3" senior. Puts at the high post for Cy Chapman. Inside for Big Day. Daniel, double team, steps through it anyway and scores. Otero with 8 points. He's muscled it up. And it's 11-9 in favor of the Raiders. Their 4th late of the ball game. Foul in the front court. A shooting foul against the Raiders. And the Islanders will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. And going to the line will be Gabe Colshire. He's got 5 points. And the foul is on Jordan King, his second foul. Colshire, an 86% free throw shooter on the year. Has 5 points, and he has 6. Yeah, the Islanders are 3 for 3. For that girls' game, between the two teams, they shot over 90% for the free throw line all night long. Raiders winning 60-54. Second one for Gabe Colshire up, and it is no good. Rebound Larson. Raiders right to left. Coming off again. Win last night over Mounds View. Larson out on the wing far side. Goes baseline. Looking to clear. Pass it over the top. Stolen away. Here come the Islanders back from the ridge. Three on the way. Good! Gabe Colshire banks it up the boards. He's got 9 this first half. And there's the first lead of the ball game for De La Salle. It is 13-11 as they played 5 minutes of this first half. Number 1 against number 1. Larson with the basketball and lost the dribble. He hits the deck. Take it away. Coming back at Jamison Battle. 3-on-2. Battle, free throw line. Goes inside. Underneath to the corner. And Terry goes up top. Colshire another 3. Partially blocked. Taken away by Otero. Daniel Otero clearing pass for Ryan Larson. 13-11 De La Salle. 3 on the way from the wing. No good by Caleb Davis now in the ball game. Caleb Davis, 6'3" senior. Islander basketball. Tyrell in the lane. Floats one up. Off. No good. Rebound taken away by Caleb Davis just in the ball game. Davis, Chadman, Otero, Larson, and Charlie Dennis in the ball game. And a rebound bucket back up and in by Cy Chapman, and he's got his first deuce. Cy averaging 18 points in the ball game. And we're tied for the 4th time at 13 apiece. And whistle in the front quarter, traveling call against De La Salle. And Jamison Battle will come out. And Raekwon Moore will come back in for De La Salle. It'll be an inbounds pass in the backcourt. And the Islanders, a bit of a press. And there's Terry up front. And now in the ball game, Julian Wright for the Islanders, a 5'11" junior. As Ryan Larson will bring it up against that press. Julian Wright giving ground grudgingly. Ryan clears the half-court line with 12 minutes to go in the half. 13 apiece. Chapman with the basketball, top of the key. And off to Caleb Davis. Davis hands it up to Larson on the 3-guard weave. Larson on the move. Behind the back dribble. Pulls up from the free throw line. Scores! Ryan Larson has his first deuce. And the Raiders have their 5th lead of the ball game. Our 2nd lead changed 15-13. Going inside, it's Colshire. Stolen away. Larson down court. Ryan coast to coast. Lays it up and in and one. Ryan Larson going coast to coast off the steal. He's got 4 points. Goes to the line. Chance for a 3-point play. It is 17-13. And substitutions. Also substitutions for both teams. The foul, by the way, was on Julian Wright, his first foul. Amari Carter in the ball game, 6'5" sophomore for the Raiders. Caleb Davis in the ball game. Larson makes the free throw, completes the 3-point play. He has 5 points, 18-13. And the Raiders have scored 7 in a row to take a 5-point lead, equaling their biggest lead of the ball game. As up top, there is Terry. Now in the ball game is Malik Lehman, a 6'8" junior. And the ball taken away by the Raiders in the front court. Malik Lehman coming in for the Islanders. Larson working at Tyrell Terry. Larson to the wing near side for Caleb Davis. Davis on the dribble into the lane. Caleb lays it up. Block. Rebound on the floor. Loose ball. And it goes out of bounds. And it's last touch there by Raekwon Moore. Substitutions. And it looks like Davis is going to come out of the ball game. Jordan King will come back in. And Otero is going to get his first rest. There's Carter on the floor. Larson, Prince, King, and Chapman on the floor. The 5 for the Raiders. Larson with possession. Looking for a pick from Cy Chapman. There it is. Larson, long range. 3 up top. It's not going to go. Rebound taken away by the Islanders. Taken away by Christian Dixon. Dixon into the front court. The trailer is Terry. Tyrell working against Jacob Prince in the man-to-man. Hesitation dribble going inside. Battle has it taken away. Coming back the other way. Dribble drive. Lays it up and in is Kevin Davis. Davis with the steal and he goes coast to coast. And the Raiders have scored 9 in a row. Then a whistle in the front court. 10:20 to go here in the first half. From Joe Mauer Fieldhouse, a jam-packed Joe Mauer Fieldhouse. Close to 4,000 on hand to watch number 1 against number 1. De La Salle, the defending Class 3A state champions. Beat the Austin Packers last year at the Tigard Center. Islander basketball. They'll inbound. Baseline underneath their own boards. And they go up top. High post. Battle shot and Jamison shot no good. Rebound Lehman back up and Malik shot no good. Third time Malik scores. Malik Lehman using that 6'8" height. He's got 2. 20 to 15 goes to the line. Chance for a 3-point play. Malik Lehman averaging 5 points the ball game. There's a team in block with 9. And the foul hasn't been put up on the board yet. And there it is. Goes against Amari Carter. The free throw is missed, and Chapman with the rebound. And the Raiders have 4 team fouls. The Islanders have 2. Larson's got all the way at point guard. Off to Carter. Carter trapped on a double team. Half-court trap, hits the deck, goes down. Loose ball, whistle, and it'll be an over back called against Cretin Derham Hall. Amari fell into the backcourt with the basketball, over and back. Out of the basketball off the turnover. We played 8 minutes of this first half. 20-15, Cretin Derham Hall. Islanders 1 lead, their biggest 2. Islanders 5 leads, their biggest is 5. Terry with the basketball. There's Christian Dixon for Moore. On the wing near side, Booker from the wing. Shot is no good. Or correction, that was Raquan Moore with a shot, no good. Moore with a steal. Out top, 3 on the way from Tyrell Terry, no good. And O'Toole back in the ballgame. And he was fouled in the backcourt as they went up for the rebound. And that'll be the 3rd team foul against De La Salle. So O'Toole back in the ballgame. And there is Carter, Larson, King, and Cy Chapman. As Raquan Moore will come out. Here comes Shear. Jameson Battle. Malik Lehman. And Christian Dixon. And a steal by the Islanders coming back. Coast to coast. Terry. Tyrell shot no good. Rebound back up no good. 3rd time is up and in. 3rd time was good for Gabe Colshear, and he has 10 points. 11 points in the ballgame. 20-17. The Raider lead is 3. Larson in the front court. On the wing far side. Entry pass. Chapman low post side. And he got pushed out of bounds by Malik Lehman. And Malik is not happy with that call. Lehman out of the push. And that'll be his first foul. And the 4th team foul against De La Salle. And let's see. Amari Carter will come out. Jordan King will come out. Caleb Davis in the ballgame. And who else came in? I believe Jacob Prince did. Yeah, anyway, Raider basketball. Ryan Larson in possession, being watched there by Jameson Battle. Right in front of the Islander bench. Goes high post over to Daniel into the lane. And he was held. Held, I believe, by Christian Dixon. And that'll be his first foul. And the 5th team foul against the Raiders. Substitution as Sage Booker will come back in. And Malik Lehman will sit down. Larson to inbound, baseline underneath his own basket. 20-17, late 54 to go. Inbounds, O'Toole is right there. He's got 10. Beautiful alley-oop pass. O'Toole, big day with 10. Beautiful assist from Ryan Larson. 22-17. Lead is 5, and the Islanders turn it over in the front court. And off the hand of Gabe Colshear. Davis and Larson in the backcourt. Prince to O'Toole and Chapman in the backcourt. There's Larson working against Sage Booker. Gets it in over the timeline. Larson on the wing near side. Free throw line high. Clears it up top for Prince. Goes up top for O'Toole at the high post. Has it knocked away. Loose ball taken away by Terry Tyrell in the front court off the turnover. To the wing. Battle. Jameson 3. It is in and out and in again. Jameson Battle his first 3. His 24th of the year. And it is 22-20. Jameson Battle leads the Islanders in 3s. And it's a 2-point lead. And another steal as Larson gives it up. But there may be a foul against De La Salle. .809 to go, 22-20. And it'll be an inbounds pass for Caleb Davis and the Raiders in the front court. Apparently no foul. Not sure what. No, there it is. The foul was again Tyrell Terry, his first foul. Raider basketball. Here's Caleb Davis. Up top for Jacob Prince. High post for O'Toole. Alley-oop inside for Chapman off his hands. Taken away by the Islanders. Here comes Terry back on the rush. Tyrell, free throw line high. Into the lane. Dribble drive. Booker shovels off inside. Shot up and off by Battle. And the ball goes out of bounds. It touched the back support of the basket. And that'll be Raider basketball. I can't believe it. Fans are still coming in. Where are they putting them? The fire marshal is going to get here pretty quick. Yeah, I can have a couple of the young ones sitting in my lap here. The inbounds pass for Otero, low post. Inside Chapman lays it in on the slam. Inside Chapman has 4. 24-20, Raiders by 4. Terry, the junior point guard, looking against Ryan Larson. Ryan hasn't come out yet. Here's Sage Booker. Goes baseline for Battle, and it's off the hands of Christian. May have been knocked out of bounds, or a foul. A foul against the Raiders. And the foul goes against Caleb Davis, and that is his first foul. 15 foul against CDH. And Davis will come out. Jordan King will come back in. Off the inbound from the corner, Booker goes up top for Gabe Colshier. Tyrell Terry against Ryan Larson. Shovel pass to the corner, 3 on the way. It is up and no good. Shot by Colshier. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Raiders off the hands of Ryan Larson. 7 minutes to go and a very active first half. And the Raiders student section has not sat down for about the last hour. Inbounds pass. And there is Terry to the corner. 3 for Christian Battle, no good. And the rebound saved from going out of bounds. Steal by Larson. Ryan, coast to coast, lays up with the left hand and scores. Ryan Larson with his 7th point and a 26-20. And the Raider lead is back up to 4. Gabe Colshier leading the Islanders in scoring with 11 points, 11 of their 20. Here's Sage Booker, hands it off for Colshier. Gabe on the left-hand dribble in the lane. Scoop shot up, blocked by Otero. It goes out of bounds. But a foul away from the ball. And it might be let's see. It's Jacob Prince, his first shooting foul. Gabe Colshier will go to the free throw line where he's 1 of 2. He has 11 points, averaging 21 a ball game. 26-20. Free throw up and good. And he's got a dozen. 26-21. Second free throw is up and also good. 13 points for the senior. I see Jordan King back in the ballgame. King, Larson, Prince, Otero, and Chapman on the floor for the Raiders. Larson, the quarterback, 26-22. Ryan gets it in over the timeline just in time. Otero, Chapman at the high post inside for Big D. Daniel, he's double teamed and fouled. A reach-in foul, either against Porter or Terry or Moore. And the foul is on Raekwon Moore, and that is his 2nd foul. And it's bonus time, 1-1 for Daniel Otero. Big D's about 77% for the line this year. And he makes the free throw. He's got 11 points. 27-22. And now Jordan King will come out of the ballgame. And Shotty Dennis. That didn't want to stay to play his football. Comes into the ballgame. Free throw by Big D, and it is no good. Rebound, take it down by Colshier and the Islanders. Into the front court, Tyrell Terry into the lane, and he lays it up and an offensive foul against Tyrell. He threw the elbow with the left hand to push off the defender, and he got called for it. Terry has his 2nd foul. An offensive foul, so no free throws. And I believe he's going to come out. Terry will come out, and Raekwon Moore will come back in. And we have a timeout on the floor with 6:04 to go. 27-22. Raiders with their 5th lead of the ballgame. This broadcast here on TJSportsOnline.net brought to you by GR Max, a family-owned grill on West 7th in St. Paul, offering great food at a great price in a fun atmosphere. Come and catch a game, meet some friends, or make some new ones. Go to the best burger on West 7th. Visit jrmax.com to explore their appetizers, burgers, soups, salads, and sandwiches. Plus, they have weekly specials. Their phone number is 651-274-8482. They're open for lunch at 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday, 12 noon on Sunday. Before or after a Wild or Saints game, visit JR Max Grill, 1420 West 7th, St. Paul, owned by the McQuillan family. Cretin Derham Hall alumni and proud supporters of Raider Athletics. And coming out of the break, and for the Islanders, there's Christian Dixon, Jamison Battle, Raekwon Moore, Gabe Colshier, and Sage Booker. Larson, Prince, Otero, Chapman, and Dennis on the floor for the Raiders. Larson hits the 6-minute mark into the front court around a double high post. Here's Chapman at the high post. Otero goes down low. Prince inside for Otero. Off his hand, stolen away. And it is going inside as Prince lays it up and off. Tipped up, no good by Chapman. Third time up, no good. Fourth time up, Chapman lays up and in and counts. Offensive board, 6'8", 6'10", dominating the offensive boards. And Cy Chapman will pick up his 6th point. He will go to the line. Chance for a 3-point play. 29-22. The Raiders have their biggest lead of the ball game, 7 points. And the foul on the play went to Christian Dixon. His first foul or second foul. Looks like boards his first. As Chapman makes the 3-point play, he has 7 points. Otero has 11. And Larson has 7. King 3. Davis 2. And there is Christian Dixon with the basketball. Sage Booker out of the way. Free throw line high. Up top. Dixon 3-pointer on the way. Now good. And nobody there for the rebound for Dino Salle. Easy rebound for Chapman. Cy arguing something with the referee as Larson bringing it back into the front court. On the left-hand dribble. They again go double high post. Larson to the wing. Free throw line high. Using up that dribble. Pulls it inside. There's Chapman double team. Hands it off for Dennis. Knocked away. Stolen away. Coming back the other way is Christian Dixon. He'll slow up. Wait for some help. There's Jamison Battle. Up top. Raekwon Moore to the baseline. Shot it away. It is no good by Booker. The rebound again by Cy Chapman. We cleared the 5-minute mark. It is 30-22 with the Raiders lead by 8. Larson to the basketball. High pick up there by Otero. Larson bounce pass to the corner. There's Jacob Prince. Prince moves baseline. Shovels it off Dennis. Charlie up and in. Beautiful assist from Prince, and Charlie has his first 2. Averaging 3 points in the ballgame. And the lead is up to double digits. 10 points for the Raiders. 32-22. Going baseline to Jamison Battle. Puts up a 15-footer and scores. Jamison Battle, his second field goal, his 5th point. 32-24. In the front court. There's Prince at the high post for Otero. Hands it off for Chapman. Turns, shoots, and it is going to be way short. Rebound. Taken away by the Islanders. Booker to the front court. Down the lane. Scoop shot up. Blocked by Chapman. And the ball goes out of bounds. And last touch by the Islanders. Cy with his 27th block. Otero already has 114 on the season. Just about 4 minutes to go here in the first half. And the Raider girls winning. Beating Dino Salle. After that tough loss last night to Brownsville. Their 16th win of the year. Larson, front court, down the lane. He goes to the basket. And he got held on the way in. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. And Malik Lehman will come in. Coach Bledsoe trying to combat that 6'8", 6'10" up front. The foul is on Raekwon Moore. That is his 3rd foul. And Terry already has 2 free throw. Larson, no good. Ryan misses his first free throw. Again, he has 7 points. Lehman will come in. And Raekwon Moore will sit down. Larson averaging 10 points in the ball game. He has 7 so far in the first half. 1 for 2 from the line. 2 for 3 from the line. 33-24. Islanders coming left to right. Back in the front court. Terry back in the ballgame. Tyrell free throw line high. Using up the dribble. Launches the 3 from up top. It rolls off. Rebound underneath. Put back up and off. And a foul, I believe, on Prince as Jamison Battle got hammered on the offensive boards or offensive rebound. He'll go to the line and he'll shoot 2. Prince. Correction. You got the foul on that? Charlie Dennis. That's his first foul. At the line, Battle with a free throw, and he's got 6 points. And Charlie Dennis will come outside. Chapman will come back in. 33-25. Battle averaging 14 points a ball game. He's a junior, 80% free throw shooter. Second free throw is in and out. And Otero with the rebound. The Iron Man, Ryan Larson. The only one that hasn't come out here in the first half, I think. Larson trying to dribble around a double team as Otero comes out to set a pick. Larson Hands it off for Chapman. Side left-hand dribble. Spin move into the lane. Lays it up off glass and offensive foul against Cy Chapman. And taking the charge is Gabe Colshier. Chapman has his first foul. It'll be Islander basketball. And the Raiders coming in at 17-1. And the Islanders on the season at 14-3. Islander basketball. There's Gabe Colshier down the right wing. Up off left. Blocked by Chapman this time. Side with another block. His second of the ball game. It is Raider basketball. 3 minutes to go. 33-25. Chapman out of the wing. Far side. Goes baseline for Otero. Around the ball. Lehman goes inside. Lays it up. No good. Rebound. Tipped up. Up top. There for, let's see, that's Amari Carter. And then going baseline is Pritz. Jacob Pritz with a 2. Couldn't find Amari's number there. Amari Carter on the floor. 35-25. The lead is 10. Equaling their biggest lead. From the corner. 3 on the way by Christian Battle. No good. And coming back, Jamison Battle, down court. Larson lays it up. No good. Rebound. Prince back up and in. Fast break basket, and Prince has 4 points. And the Raiders have opened up a 37-25 lead with 2:26 to go. This broadcast tonight also brought to you by Caldwell Banker Realty in Stillwater. Looking to buy or sell a home here in the Twin Cities? Contact Adam Nyberg, branch vice president with Caldwell Banker Burnett Realty in Stillwater. Have an experienced professional manager real estate needs today. Adam has been a trusted friend, guide, and leader in the real estate business since 1994. Call Adam Nyberg of Caldwell Banker Burnett Realty at 651-329-5514. And our final broadcast of the season will be brought to you by Pepper and Fries. And they're located on East Lake Street in Minneapolis. They will be sponsoring the Raider basketball game against Eden Prairie. The sophomore-studded Eden Prairie Eagles. They are so good. That'll be another great game. And I don't know if that, we got 4,000 here tonight. I know Shennick Arena does not seat 4,000. But it should be a good and exciting crowd. Steve Fritz Court, Shennick Arena, University of St. Thomas. By the way, that's a Wednesday night, February 28th. That is at 8 o'clock start, so mark that on your calendar. And Tom Richinal will be there for that broadcast. The Silver Fox says, who, me? He's the main man. He's getting us out of the air here on TJSportsOnline.net and also on Town Square Television, Channel 15. Across the Mississippi River. And they're in northern Dakota County. Coming out of the break, Jamison Battle, Tyrell Terry, Gabe Colshier, Sage Booker, and Malik Lehman on the floor for the Islanders. 37-25. The lead is 12, biggest of the ball game for the Raiders. As Booker goes inside, nobody there. Thrown away by De La Salle on the turnover. It'll be Raider basketball in the backcourt. And there's Amari Carter to bring it up. Carter, Larson, Prince, Chapman, and Otero on the floor. Larson against Booker. Gets it in over the timeline. Larson in front of the Islander bench, using up that dribble. Goes over the top. Prince down the left wing. Left-hand dribble. Shovel pass. Otero turns, shoots, and scores. And Daniel Otero with 13 points. 39-25, and the Raider lead is now 14. And a steal by Ryan Larson. Hits the next shovel pass. Side, the freebie. Bang! Cy Chapman with 9 points. Larson with a steal. Cy Chapman hammers it home for 9. And the Raiders have pulled away to a 16-point lead here in the first half. Colshier with the basketball. Booker out of the right wing. Free throw line high against Amari Carter. Booker goes left wing, almost a throwaway. Colshier against Cy Chapman. Tyrell Terry, top of the key to the wing, near side for Booker. Up top for Colshier. They swing it around the perimeter. Good interior defense by the Raiders. Booker out near the timeline. From the corner, 3 in the way for Colshier. Scores! Gabe Colshier has his third three-pointer. And let's see, he's got 14 points in the half, 41-28 with 1:05 to go in the half. As in the front quarters, Ryan Larson against Booker. Islanders have gone man-to-man all night long. Larson, baseline jumper, it's going to be short. Rebound, loose ball taken away by De La Salle. Terry into the front court, bounce pass for Booker. It's behind him and out of bounds. And Raiders will have the basketball, maybe the final possession of this first half. Standing roll crowd of over 4,000 here at Joe Mauer Fieldhouse. Inbounds pass for Tyrell Terry. Baseline underneath his own basket. And he floats it up top for Colshear. I'll get Chapman. Foot stab off in the corner. Almost a throwaway. Saved there by Jamison Battle. 38 seconds to go. Colshear, long three. Game good. Oh, my. And he's got 12, 14, 16, 19 points. 19 of the 31 points belong to Gabe Colshear. He came in averaging 21 points a ball game. The lead is down to 10. And here's Prince with a correction. Amari Carter with a three. It doesn't go. Steal. Terry coming back. Tyrell. The body. It is blocked by Otero. Rebound blocked again by Daniel. And taken away by Carter. Down court. Prince underneath. Goes it up and in. Jacob Prince. He's got half a dozen. And it's 43-31. Daniel Otero not one, not two, but three blocks on that last possession. Horn finally sounds. And we played 18 minutes of basketball at the break. It is Cretin Derham Hall 43 and De La Salle 31. Prime Metro West against Suburban East Conference here on TJ Sports Online. Serving up great food and fun for over 30 years. It is Plum's Neighborhood Restaurant, Snelling and Randolph and St. Paul. Longtime favorite gathering spot for Raider and Town Bay fans alike. Opening at 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. on Sundays. Plum serves a diverse and extensive menu of appetizers, burgers, sandwiches, and dinner specials. Visit their website at plumsbar.com for more information. You can call them at 651-699-2227. Raider alumni and longtime fans, the McQuillan family, invite you to Plum's for some incredible edibles and great atmosphere. Plum's Neighborhood Restaurant, 480 South Snelling in St. Paul. This first half saw four different ties, a couple different lead changes. De La Salle, their biggest lead, 2. And for the Raiders, their biggest lead has been 14 points, not 12 here at the break. And running the totals down, first of all, for Gabe Colshear. And the Islanders, Gabe has 4 threes, that's 12, 14, 16, and 3 of 4 from the line. 19 first half points for the senior forward. Jamison Battle finished the first half with 6. Christian Dixon did not score. Tyrell Terry did not score. Raekwon Moore with a couple of free throws. Sage Booker a deuce. And Malik Lehman with a deuce. Foul situation for the Islanders. Dixon has 2, Terry has 2, Raekwon Moore has 3, Booker has 1, Lehman has 1, and Julian Wright has 1. And for the Raiders, 17-1, it is Big Day Daniel Otero with 13 first half points, 6 field goals, 1 for 1 for the line, about a half a dozen blocks. Cy Chapman finished the first half with 9, 4 field goals, 1 for 1 for the line. Jacob Prince, 3 late first half baskets, he has 6. Ryan Larson finished the first half with 8 points. Jordan King hit a 3. He is 59th of the year. Caleb Davis with 2. And Charlie Dennis with 2. Foul situation, not bad. Chapman 1. Prince 1. Larson 1. Jordan King with 3. Caleb Davis with 1. And Charlie Dennis with 1. And Mark Carter has 1. And that's the foul situation. And again, it is halftime of this varsity game. Tri-Metro West against Suburban East. Number 1 in Class 3A against number 1 in Class 1A or 4A. earlier tonight. Saw the Raider girls trail 1-0, went on from there to win. And win handily 60-54 was the final there. 16th win of the year. We'd like to thank Dan Redpath and the staff at Union 32 Craft House in Egan for sponsoring the broadcast of Raider girls basketball. Our next Raider girls basketball broadcast will be September 23rd, final game of the regular season, senior night for the 7 Raider girls. Julie and I will sit down and talk about those young ladies on our pregame show. And our next Raider broadcast after tonight, we mentioned Eden Prairie on the 28th against the Eagles at Shenandoah Arena at St. Thomas University. And that's at 8 o'clock start time. In the JV game, didn't see how the JV boys game came out. That was on the auxiliary gym. But the Raider girls came from behind to win their JV game, 40-34. Coming into the contest here tonight, both of these teams, of course, were leading their respective conferences. Actually, De La Salle was tied with Columbia Heights, both teams making the state last year. They're both undefeated in conference. In fact, the Highlanders have the better record at 14-2. And then Brooklyn Center, they're not bad, 14-6, the Centaurs, then Holy Angels and Fridley. Cretin Derham Hall on top of the Suburban Ace. Woodbury just a game back. And East Ridge is 3 games back. They beat Stillwater last night. Then Forest Lake, Roseville, Whitebird Lake, Stillwater, Mounds View, and Park Cottage Grove. Coming into the contest here tonight, the rankings in the state of Minnesota. And we've dabbled on the number 1 ranked team in the state in all classes, but following Cretin Derham Hall in Class 4A, Hopkins is number 2, then Lakeville North, Eden Prairie, Apple Valley, Osseo, John Marshall, North St. Paul, Pullows won last night, Champlin Park, and Park Center. In Class 3A, following the Islanders, defending Class 3A state champions, it is Austin. And the Packers are number 2. De La Salle beat them in the championship game last year. Followed by Mankato East, Marshall, Orono, Wilmer, Columbia Heights, St. Thomas Academy, Matamidi, and Northfield. In Class 2A, boys basketball, Minneapolis North is ranked number 1. The Polars followed closely behind by Mr. Suggs and the Red Hawks of Minnehaha Academy. Perham is number 3, Caledonia 4, then Brooklyn Center, Holy Family, Lake City, Melrose, St. Charles, and Annandale. And in Class 1A, in boys basketball here in the state of Minnesota, and is Northwoods ranked number 1. Springfield down there by New Ulm, number 2. Then Russell Tyler Ruthven, RTI number 3. Cass Lake Bena, number 4, followed by Mayor Lutheran. Hinckley Finlayson is number 6. Sacred Heart, number 7. The Norman County West, or Norman County East. Ulan Hitterdal, 1 loss in the season. They're number 8. Hancock, number 9. And Minneota, number 10. Mayor Lutheran with the most losses in the standings there with 3. Those are the boys' basketball rankings at this late stage of the season. Following tonight's contest, first of all, for the Raiders after tonight, they will be on the road at Forest Lake on Tuesday night. At Iowa City West, the team that De La Salle played, will be down in Iowa City on Saturday, February 17th. On the 20th, they host Stillwater. The 23rd, at Woodbury, big game there for the conference title. Woodbury and the Raiders in Woodbury on Friday the 23rd. 27th at Roseville. We mentioned the Eden Prairie game on the 28th, and they close the year, the regular season, at Park Cottage Grove. For the De La Salle Islanders on their schedule, after tonight they have a big game with Columbia Heights. They battle for first place in the Tri-Metro West. Then they have a home game with Fridley, home against Brooklyn Center, home game against Wayzata, on the road at St. Anthony, closing out the season. Again, another game with Columbia Heights. So they played the co-conference leaders twice in the last couple of weeks. On the Islanders sports calendar, and the girls hockey team, Minnehaha United, the co-op team. In fact, they're playing tonight in the quarterfinals of Section 6 AA. Earlier today, Edina and Cretin Derham Hall won. The Islander boys hockey team, they're a co-op with Minnehaha Academy. And they're off to a 10-1 start on the season. And they have Minneapolis St. Paul Academy and Osseo to finish out their season. For Cretin Derham Hall, both of the hockey teams were in action earlier today. Raider girls won 3-2 in the Section 6 AA quarterfinals. They get Edina in their semifinals. The Raider boys hockey team went 2-2 overtime with Stillwater earlier this afternoon at the Blizzard Rink at the St. Croix Valley Rec Center. And the girls have one game against... well, that's right. They're in playoffs. They defeated Hopkins Park. The girls now... see on the season their record is, turn the page, 13-11-2. Both teams coming back on the floor. Raider wrestling team, their season, the regular season wrapped up. Now it's team competition. The Raider boys hockey team, again the tie earlier today against Stillwater. Trying to find their schedule. Here we go. And their next game is against Park Cottage Grove. They'll close out the season next week against the Wolfpack. As we get ready for some basketball, second half action here on TJSportsOnline.net and on Town Square Television, Channel 15 in Northern Dakota County. I'd like to thank all of the Raider sponsors that have made possible our football, volleyball, hockey, and basketball broadcast this season. Ray Hitchcock with the Edina Realty up there in Highland Park. Ed Hitchcock, attorney at law on St. Paul's east side. The Tommy Chicago Pizzeria out there at Bedota Heights on Main Street. Also brought to you by, again, Dan McCullough and the family at Plum's Restaurant and JR Max, and also by the Cretin Derham Hall Development Office. Sponsoring some of our boys basketball broadcast at Genio's fabulous Italian restaurant on West 7th. And again, our final broadcast of the season will be brought to you by Pepper and Fries. And the girls basketball broadcast earlier today, we mentioned Union 32 Craft House. As we go into the second half, by the way, Minnehaha United girls hockey team, they take on Blake tonight at Parade. And that game should just about be over. Unfortunately, my computer pretty much gave up for the night. Boy, it's getting warm up here. Where's the fans, Richie? You got to fan me with a big palm. All right, swig of water. My very sore throat as I'm day number 9 of this cold. Try to get through another 18 minutes of basketball. 43-31. And it will be De La Salle basketball. And Christian Dixon on the floor. And there's Tyrell Terry, Sage Booker, Jameson Battle, and Gabe Colshier. Colshier with the leather. Up top for Battle. Booker again, goes wing, far side, in the lane, shovel pass, corner. Colshier gets his man off the feet, puts up a three. It's not going to go this time. It's up over the backboard and out of play. And Coach Jerry Klein has out on the forward Jacob Prince, the Iron Man, Ryan Larson, Jordan King, Daniel Otero, and Cy Chetman. Larson against Booker, gets it into the front court. Larson goes high post for Prince. A screen from Otero, can't use it. Off to Jordan King, the long three, J.K. no good. And the rebound, it is De La Salle basketball. Jameson Battle scrapes the plate clean. As into the front court for Christian Dixon. Dixon for Colshier. He works it up front to the wing. Three for Battle. Jameson shot good. Jameson Battle has his second three, his 9th point. And the lead is single digits at 43-34. Larson over the sideline. The pick from Chapman inside. Pick and roll. Cy up off glass. Good. Chapman with 11 points. He's in double figures. Otero has 13. 45-34. They exchange baskets. In the far corner, three on the way, and scoring again as Jameson Battle another three. It's 45-37. And a dozen points for Jameson Battle, the 6'7" junior. Larson, coast to coast, lays it up and in. Ryan Larson goes airborne and has his 10th point. Three Raiders in double figures, 47-37. Ball knocked away and out of bounds. And last touch by De La Salle. In the front court, Larson again, coast to coast. This time, his shot missed, but he was fouled on the way up. And that'll be a 2-shot foul for Ryan Larson. Oh, they called it an offensive foul. Larson get called for the charge, his second foul. Islander basketball right to left. And Tyrell Terry into the front court. There's Battle, who's hit the last three. Battle into the lane. Dishes off. Booker into the paint. Pulls up from 10. It is good. Sage Booker has his second field goal, his fourth point. 47-39. The lead is 8. Here's some pressure in the backcourt. Booker on Ryan Larson. Sage giving ground grudgingly. Ryan gets it over the timeline. Cross-court pass for Prince. Cy Chapman flips it inside. Otero, low post, double team, triple team, leans it, lays it up and in. Otero with 15. He muscled it up through a triple team, and he's got his 15th point. 49-39. 15:30 to go. Terry, corner whistle, and an offensive foul against Cy Chapman. And then a little pushing and shoving going on, and coaches and referees quickly step in to separate everybody. And who was the foul going on? It'll be De La Salle basketball. The foul going against Jacob Prince. That'll be his second foul. Islanders to inbound underneath their own basket. And they get it in wide open. Booker up and in. Sage Booker left wide open for his 6th point. 49-41. Second half. It was 43-31 at halftime. Raiders left to right into the front court. Larson, quarterback of this basketball team, was a defensive back in football. Here is Chapman, and he tried to alley-oop for Otero. It hit the backboard, goes out of bounds. It'll be De La Salle basketball. Islanders to inbound. When I mean standing room only, there's not many places. There's no place to put any more people. 4,000 plus. Wide open underneath and up and in is Tyrell Terry. His first field goal of the ball game. They have shut him down. Averaging 18 points of the ball game, and the Islanders have cut the lead to 6. They've cut the halftime lead in half. 49-43 with 14:58 to go in the ball game. And Coach Jerry Klein wants to call timeout and try to stem the momentum a little bit. J.R. Max, a family-owned grill on West 7th Street in St. Paul, offering a great food at a great price, fun atmosphere. Come and catch a game, meet some friends, make some new ones. Go to the best burger on West 7th. Visit jrmax.com to explore their appetizers, burgers, soups, salads, and sandwiches, plus weekly food specials. 651-274-8482. Open for lunch at 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday, 12 noon on Sunday. So before or after a Wilder Saints game, visit J.R. Max, 1420 West 7th and St. Paul, owned by the McQuillan family. Cretin Derham Hall alumni and proud supporters of Raider Athletics. Our thanks to the Blue Frame Technology, the Ritchie Media Group, and Town Square Television. Co-partners on a broadcast here tonight on TJSportsOnline.net and again on cable channel 15. In last basket, and the Raiders are now within 6, 49-43, and now they're going to bring out the press. Prince to inbound. Full court man-to-man press by the Islanders. Prince to get it in, and he gets it into Ryan Larson, almost tipped away there by Tyrell Terry. Here's Larson. Front court with about 2 seconds to spare. Jacob Prince almost missed the pass. Side Chapman on the move. Into the lane. Into the lane. He traveled. O'Call lays it up. No good. Rebound off the hands of Otero and out of bounds. It'll be De La Salle basketball. And their student section across the way. They haven't sat down either. Noisy crowd here tonight. Into the front court is Tyrell Terry. Booker at the top of the key against Otero, giving him about 8 inches. Gabe Colton-Shearer against Cy Chapman. Takes him down the left wing, double team. Clearing pass up the line from 15 up top. Booker scores. Sage Booker has 6 this half, 8 for the ball game. 49-45. And the 12-point lead in the half is down to 4. We've had 4 times in the first half. Larson going coast to coast, up off glass, makes it home. Ryan Larson taking charge, says, I'm driving this bus, get on board. He's got a dozen. 51-45. Here's Booker getting possession of the leather, off a screen, inside. And getting blocked, there's Christian Dixon. Raider basketball down court for Chapman. One-on-one against Cole Shear. And the ball knocked away on the floor. They dive for a loose ball. And a little pushing and shoving going on it again. The referees have to step in and separate everybody. And Terry Klein arguing the call. Travis Bledsoe and his staff trying to keep everybody calm, and it'll be De La Salle basketball. We cleared the 14-minute mark, 13:52 to go in this one. And the Islanders will inbound. Side court or back court? Back court. No, it is Raider basketball. Ryan Larson will inbound. Okay, evidently called a jump ball. The possession belonged to Cretin Derham Hall. Okay. Guess we got that all sorted out. 51-45. And the referee still talking things over. Larson to inbound. Into Orturo. Baseline. Up the line. Clearing pass. King off to Larson. He'll bring it back up top to set the offense. Alley-oop inside. Orturo. Baseline. Double team. Goes around his man. Crossover dribble. Little lane drive. Lays it up and it rolls off. And the rebound. Out of bounds. It should belong to the Raiders. No, last touch by Jordan King. Or Cy Chapman. Orturo had an easy one. Roll right off the rim. And it is De La Salle basketball. A 2-possession lead. A long down court pass from the corner. Game call Shear against Chapman. They've been going at it all day. Toe to toe. Here's Christian Dixon. Long three. Game call Shear. Scores again. And he's got 22 points. He has his 5th three tonight. 51-48. The average is 21. He's now got 22. Larson, front court, baseline, up the line for Prince. Knocked away. Jacob gets it back. Stripped of the ball, gets it back again. Third time. Chapman, 3 from the corner. It's blocked by Cole Shear. Goes out of bounds. Oh, the defense has been aggressive and intense. 12:59 to go. Charlie Dennis will come in. And Cy Chapman will come out. Cy to get a rest. Inbounds pass for Ryan Larson. Mentioned Charlie Dennis, one of 6 or 7 football players signing on National Letter of Intent Day. Off the inbounds, yeah, Jacob Prince, he's going to Southern Miss. Here's Prince going inside, stands it up and in. Speaking of Jacob Prince, has got 8. 53-48. Going to play his football at Southern Miss. Islanders right to left. Front court for Tyrell Terry, the point guard for Coach Travis Bledsoe in his first year. Steve Thorson, of course, now down in Des Moines, Drake University. His second stint at the D1 level. Here's Cole Shear against Prince. Step back, 3, another one. Nope, short. Larson with the rebound. Long down court pass. King from the corner. Step back, 3 on the way. It is no good. Rebound on the ball, on the floor. Loose ball. Larson back inside for Otero. Stripped away by the Islanders and out of bounds. And they rule it was last touch by Jamison Battle. Inbounds pass for Cretin Derham Hall underneath their own boards. Raiders 17-1. De La Salle 14-3. Here's Larson on the wing, free throw line high against Sage Booker. Larson on the move into the paint. Shovel pass. Otero slams it home. Beautiful layup. Beautiful pass, I should say, from Larson to Otero, and Big D slams it home. 55-48. That's 17 for Otero. 3 up top is in and out by Jamison Battle. And 1 and down for the Islanders. Front court, Ryan Larson behind the back. Inside for Otero, off his hands and out of bounds. Larson tried for another fancy assist and went off of Otero's hands and out of bounds. And Raekwon Moore, who was at the bench with 3 fouls, he will come into the ball game, and Sage Booker will sit down. The lead is 7. It was 12 at halftime. Terry clears half court. Picked up by Ryan Larson at the man-to-man. Hands down the wing far side. For Charlie now, Christian Dixon. Dixon, full battle. Jamison on the wing near side. Tied up, whistle, jump ball. Dennis. And Cole Shear battling for it. Charlie Dennis, the linebacker, won that battle. Possession there belongs to De La Salle. Charlie, though, giving away about 3 or 4 inches. And the Eldons will inbound side court right down in front of us. And Dixon gets it in. Baseline for Terry. Up the line for Cole Shear. Had a notion around Prince. Off his hands. Stolen away by the Raiders. And they leave it for Ryan Larson to bring it up court. Turnover yet De La Salle. Far corner. Baseline drive. Lays it up and off is King with a rebound. Long to Battle. Jamison 3-on-1 to the corner. Far side. 3 for Raekwon. No good. Rebound taken away by Charlie Dennis. Ahead for Prince or King. Front court. Larson free throw line. Pulls the trigger and scores. Ryan Larson in stride. He's got 14. 57-48. 6 in this half. For the point guard. Closing in on the 10:30 mark. Battle. And a foul away from the ball as Cole Shear hit the deck. Foul against the Raiders. And side chat will come in. Daniel Latural will sit down. And the foul against Charlie Dennis, his second foul. Terry will inbound, the team leader in steals and assists, but he's only had 2 points. He has scored 8. And there'll be a 2-shot foul for Gabe Cole Shear. He's fouled on the way up on that low post. He has 22, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. And the foul, I believe, on Prince. Yep, Jacob, that's his third. Cole Shear at the line, I mentioned 3 of 4. 22 points, 5 threes. Free throw up, good. And make that 23 points. And Jacob Prince will come out. And Caleb Davis will come in, 57-49. The lead is 8. Second free throw up and also good. Oh, he's a keeper. 6'4" senior. And 24 points, 57-50. And Jamison Battle will come out of the ball game for the Islanders. And Dixon came back in. Larson up top, 3. God's in. This time no good. Chapman with a rebound. Puts it on the floor. Wrong idea. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by De La Salle. And again, Cy Chapman. He's in the middle of the arguments 90% of the time. And his teammate trying to settle down, the big guy. 10:22 to go. And O'Toole will come in. And Cy will get arrested during Klein. Telling Cy to cool it on the bench for a little bit. And Malik Lehman will come into the ball game, and Raekwon Moore will come out for De La Salle. Inbounds pass for O'Toole, clearing it up top for Jordan King. Jordan has been held tonight to just 1 3-pointer. And there's Caleb Davis inside for O'Toole. Knocked away and stolen away by Mullane. Then it goes out of bounds. And off the leg of Malik Lehman. It'll be Raider basketball with 10-11 to go. Second half of this doubleheader. The Raider girls won the first game 60-54. Their 16th win of the year. They'll be the number 1 seed in Section 4. Larson with the leather. Down the lane for O'Toole against Lehman. Spin move. Goes baseline. Step back. 20-footer. Bingo! He can shoot from out there. He's got 19 points. 59-50. The lead is 9. Tyrell Terry goes right wing far side for Booker. Bounce pass to the post and reaching around Charlie Dennis. And Charlie will pick up his 3rd foul. Reach around foul and he'll head to the bench. Yeah, Cy Chapman will come back in. Now King will come out, and Davis will come out. Cy's going to stay in there. But Chapman came back in. Larson, Otero, Chapman, Prince, and Charlie Dennis on the floor. Inbounds pass for Terry. Pass tipped away and out of bounds by Jacob Prince. And the Islanders in front of their own bench will inbound it. And you're watching on TJ Sports Online. We've got 2 more games to broadcast for you, the 23rd and the 28th. So remember that bookmark, TJ Sports Online. With the basketball is Christian Dixon. Dixon goes inside to Cole Shearer against Chapman. Backs him down. Gabe up the line. Christian to the wing. Cole Shearer, another 3. It's no good. And Otero with the rebound. Raider basketball with 9:20 to go. 59-50. Jacob Prince out of the left wing, free throw line high, down in the corner for Chapman. Cy on the move, top of the key, high post, steps back, clear pass, knocked away, steal, Cole Shearer, Gabe down court, leads up, rejected by Chapman, and taken away by Ryan Larson. Cy with his 4th block tonight. Charlie down a slow post shot, he's rejected, goes out of bounds, and last touch by Charlie. So between Daniel Otero and Cy Chapman, there's about 8 blocks tonight. Cy came out of nowhere and slammed that easy one for Gabe Cole Shearer out of the ballpark. He did it with authority. 59-50. We cleared the 9-minute mark. Tyrell Terry pick from Lehman. Up top, 15-footer, no good. Rebound, taken away there by Battle. Up the wing, Terry shot, good. Tyrell Terry with just his 2nd field goal. His 5th point all this half to cut the lead to 59-53 with 8:39 to go. Here in the ball game, and a timeout on the floor. And as we mentioned, we have 2 more Raider broadcasts out the season. And Raider girls basketball on senior night against Woodbury on the 23rd. And the Raiders will honor their 7 seniors. And that broadcast here on TJSportsOnline.net. And second to last game of the regular season for the Raider boys basketball team against Eden Prairie. At Shenandoah Arena, University of St. Thomas, 8 o'clock is the start time. That game will be brought to you by Pepper and Fries, located on East Lake Street, uptown in Minneapolis. Our next broadcast here on TJSportsOnline.net will be Tuesday, as we have Pony Hockey against St. Thomas Academy from the Cadet Ice Arena. And that will be, I forget, it's a 7 or 7:30 start time. But again, that game here on TJSportsOnline.net. And then we have Stillwater Pony basketball against Forest Lake on the 27th of February. Besides all the Augsburg games, TJ Broadcast Services has Augsburg University, St. Catherine University, University of Minnesota Women's Hockey, Cretin Derham Hall, and Stillwater as clients. Just check out our website. You'll find all the information. Here's Cy Chapman, high post. Chapman being bothered there by Battle. Off to the corner. Larson, baseline drive. Underneath. Prince lays it up and in. Oh, a muscle play for Jacob Prince. He's in double figures. He's got 10. And the Raiders have 4 in double figures. 61-53. Jameson Battle. Top of the cave. On the wing for Booker. Off in that far corner. There's Christian Dixon. Dixon against King. Goes inside. Blocked there by King, but saved by Booker. Islanders retain possession. Dixon clears it back up the line. On the move is Terry. Tyrell double, triple team. Loose ball. Booker to save. Cross court. Dixon goes baseline. Lays it up off glass and no good. Tipped up, no good. 3rd time down. Loose ball and taken away by Cy Chapman. Raider basketball. And Otero says, let's slow it down. He gives it off to Larson rather than play point guard. 61-53. Raiders been averaging about 80 points a ball game. Here's Chapman with the basketball. Off to Prince on the wave. Prince in the lane, dishes it up. Otero spin move. Lanes, lays it up and in. 6-10 will do it again. He's got 8 this time and 21 in the ball game. Came in averaging 18 points in the ball game. 63-53. And loose ball on the floor, almost knocked away by the Raiders. Taken away by Terry. Lays it up and in and goes. He was fouled by Prince. Tyrell Terry will go to the line. Chance for a 3-point play. Jacob Prince will pick up his 4th foul. Terry has 8 points or 7 points all this half. (63-55). Tyrell, 6'2" junior. Free throw up and good. And has 8 points all this half. Elder stayed, averaging 18 points a ball game. The lead is 7, 63-56. And I think the De La Salle bench just got teed up. Travis Bledsoe is shaking his head. No tees, all right. It'll be an inbounds pass for the Raiders. Larson into the front court, left to right. Larson on the move, low post, lays it up and rebound. Otero back up and in. 23 for Big D, 65-56. Lead is 9. Out of the basketball. 14 wins on the season, 3 losses. Baseline for Cole Shear. He's been kept quiet, relatively quiet this half, just 5 points. Booker with the basketball. Terry to the wing, open is battled. Jamison for 3, launches and scores. Jamison battled 3 threes this half, and he has 15 points. Averaging 14 a ball game, 65-59. A 2-possession lead for the Raiders. Larson front court against Sage Booker. Otero trying to set a pick. Ryan using up that dribble to Otero at the high post, directing traffic. He's going to go take it himself, goes inside, and we have a blocking foul on Terry. Daniel Otero decided, I'm going to take this ball and go through the off-tackle hole. And he knocked over Terry in the process, and Tyrell has his 3rd foul. And team foul, that's just the first team foul against De La Salle in this half. Inbounds pass for Otero. King pass back up the line. King finds Larson, goes inside for Otero. Otero goes up against Dixon, or battle shot up, no good. Rebound, Chapman, Sai slams it home. Offensive board, and Sai has his 13th point, 67-59. In the corner, Raekwon Moore, 3, it's not good to go. And the rebound taken away by Charlie Dennis, but a foul, I believe, on Otero. And Daniel can't believe it. He has his first foul of the ballgame. 17th foul, so 1-1 for De La Salle at the free throw line. Raekwon Moore will come out. Christian Dixon will come back in. And loose ball foul or free throws. Yep, free throws for Jamison Battle. Battle 1 of 2 from the line. 4 3-pointers tonight. 15 on the ball game. 67-59. James averaging 14 points a ball game. He's about a 90% free throw shooter. Shooting 1 and 1. First one, good. He's got 16. The lead is 7 with 5:32 to go. 67-60. Jamison's second free throw is also good. And 17 points. 2-possession lead, 67-61. Raiders have not trailed since early first half. Here's Larson into the lane, stops and pops, it rolls off. Rebound on the floor, Dennis seals, lays up and in. Shot at Dennis. Look what I found. He's got 4 points, 69-61. Going baseline is Coach Scherer. Gabe lays it up off last, no good. Rebound, Chapman. Sai clears himself. And he's tripped, it goes down, it goes out of bounds. And last touch by Sai. Chapman arguing the call. He got tripped up in open spaces, no call. Exactly 5 minutes to go, 69-61. Number 1 against number 1. Class 4A, Class 3A. Here is Battle. Jamison, another 3, no. And Otero with the rebound. Leaves it off for the Iron Man. Brian Larson is going on the whole ball game. That's the 18 and 14 play all 32 minutes. In Larson in the lane. Ball knocked away from behind by Gabe Colshear and out of bounds. And he was fouled in the process. That'll be a two-shot foul. As Larson will go to the free throw line. 14 points, including 6 this half. Got no scoring by the Raiders in the second half. Otero with 10, Chapman with 4, Prince with 4, and Larson with 6. Oh, that's right. That's the second team foul. Against the LaSalle, so no free throws. Thought Ryan was in the act of shooting. I guess not. Larson with the basketball. Goes down the wing for Chapman, inside for Otero. Double team. Baseline, skips it over the top, near corner. Jordan King off to side. Chapman turns from 3, scores. Nope, rebound. Otero offensive board, up and off. Third time down, up and off. Chapman hanging on the rim, loose ball. It is De La Salle basketball. Terry, front court. Booker, far corner for Colshear. Up the line, Jamison Battle goes inside, lays it up and in. Jamison Battle, what a half. Yeah, let's see, he has 9 and 4, 13 points this half, and 19 for the ballgame. Cuts the lead to 6 at 69 to 63. Looking for a new career in real estate? Contact Adam Dybert, branch vice president with Caldwell Banker Burnett Realty in Stillwater, 651-329-5514. In the industry since 1994, Adam has the knowledge to educate and develop independent real estate agents to reach their maximum potential. Caldwell Banker agents know the value of personal relationships, especially when finding a home. Call Adam Nyberg at 651-329-5514. 4 minutes to go in a 6-point ball game, 69 to 63. And I mentioned after tonight, the Raiders travel to Forest Lake and Iowa City. They have another game, road game at Woodbury. Eden Prairie, that's at St. Thomas. And then go to Park Cottage Grove. They'll be the road warriors for the last couple of weeks. And for De La Salle, after tonight, they've got Columbia Heights 2 times in the last couple of weeks. Along with Fridley, Brooklyn Center, Wayzata, St. Anthony. And off the inbounds pass, Ryan Larson to the front court. Double high post. Larson off the left post. Looking for Otero inside. Not there. Jordan King in possession. Back up front. Lead is 6. Larson alley-oop inside for Otero. Underneath. And slams it home. 25 points for Big D. In a 71 to 63. Nice alley-oop pass. Terry into the front court on the wing for Gabe Colshear. What a night for this young man. 24 points. Into the lane, Cutter, Terry, double team, goes inside, Otero cuts them off, back inside for Terry, stolen away by Charlie Dennis. Larson, end to end, down court, side, up and off glass, stuck to the rim. Side Chapman, stuck in between the backboard and the rim. Jacob Prince will come back in, Charlie Dennis will get a rest. And now Sage Booker will come out. Raekwon Moore will come back in for the Islanders. Larson will inbound underneath his own boards with 3:14 to go. 71-63. Alley-oop inside. And Chapman was held there by either Colshear or Raekwon Moore. Third team foul against De La Salle. And again, it'll be an inbound pass. And Malik Lehman will come into the ball game. And Jamison Battle will sit down. The foul was on Gabe Colshear. That is his first foul. Prince to inbound this time. Jacob bounce pass inside for Chapman. Low post, turnaround up and in. Chapman off the inbounds, and he's got 15 points. The lead is double digits, 73-63, a 4-possession lead. Gabe Colshear with the leather. Cross court for Moore against Prince. They play catch around the perimeter. There's Dixon. Christian Dixon back to Colshear. To the wing, Moore, back inside, Colshear, double team, cross-court pass inside for Lehman. Malik up and in. Malik Lehman with his 4th point. Couple field goals. 73-65 with 2:39 to go. Raider basketball on the front court. Chapman inside for Otero, knocked away by Lehman, stolen away there by Christian Battle. Battle bothered in the back court, leaves it on for Raekwon Moore. Front court, up pick from Lehman, goes inside, blocked by Otero, foul by Daniel. Otero will get the block. That'll be a shooting foul. Otero has his first foul. And a shooting foul. Raekwon Moore will go to the free throw line. Well, he's a 71% free throw shooter. He's 2 for 2 from the line. 2:20 to go. The lead is 8-73 to 65. Get some fans heading to the exits, probably trying to get out of here before the traffic jam starts. Free throw missed by Moore. Well, I don't know. Randolph Avenue is a residential area. Where they are parking, I have no idea. They got to be about 8-10 blocks away, some of these people. Free throw by Moore is good. And he's got 3 points. Standing room only crowd of almost 4,000 here tonight. 73 to 66. Pressed by the Islanders. They get it into Larson. There's Prince, Chapman, King, and Otero on the floor. Larson with the basketball. And we got a timeout call by Jerry Klein. Full timeout with 2:11 to go. J.R. Max is a family-owned grill on West 7th and St. Paul, offering great food at a great price in a fun atmosphere. Come and catch a game, eat some friends, make some new ones. Voted the best burger on West 7th. Visit jrmax.com to explore their appetizers, burgers, soup, salads, and sandwiches. Plus weekly food specials, 651-274-8482. J.R. Max, 1420 West 7th in St. Paul, owned by the McQuillan family. Alumni of Cretin Derham Hall and proud supporters. Mentioned National Signing Day. These young men off of the brilliant Raider football team heading to Division II or Division I. Sean Brody is going to play his college football at Northern State and Aberdeen. James Williams is going to go to MSU Mankato, play for the perennial powers, the Mavericks. And Silky Jalen Newton will play at USF Sioux Falls. Charlie Dennis headed to Winona State. Jacob Prince is going to Southern Miss. And Stephen Johnson is going to USF Sioux Falls. And we wish them all the best luck in their football career. Mentioned Cy Chapman has received a couple of D1 offers to play basketball. I don't think he's made a choice yet. Of course, Big Day is going to the University of Minnesota. Haven't heard where Ryan Larson is going to go. Somebody need a really good point guard. You got a keeper in number 5. 2:11 to go. Raided by 7 in the basketball. King, Larson, Otero, Chapman, and Prince on the floor for JK's team. Gary Klein played on those state tournament teams. Lenny Horizon, the coach, Arvesta Kelly and friends back in the 90s at the old Civic Center. Broadcast those games. Here's Prince with the basketball. Knocked away, stolen away. And then on the floor, it's loose again. Tied up, jump ball. Possession here belongs to De La Salle. I remember broadcasting some of those Raider games in the old Civic Center way back when Jerry Klein played center for the Raiders. Arvesta Kelly was on that team. And Lehman will come out of the ball game, and Jamison Battle will come back in. And Sage Booker will come out, and Christian Dixon will come back in. Moore, Terry, Dixon, Battle, and Cole Shear on the floor for the Islanders. Oh, almost a travel by Terry. There's Christian Dixon off the screen. Cole Shear picked up on the switch there by Cy Chapman. Tyrell Terry against Ryan Larson. 1:40 to go. Out of the corner, they go up top. Cole Shear, long NBA three, way short. And Chapman may have got just a piece of it. And Otero with the rebound. Larson with the basketball. Ryan of the front court gets double teamed on the half court trap. Pass stolen away. Taken away by Jamison Battle. And a Raider turnover. Jamison in the front court leaves it off for Terry. Long NBA three. No good. Rebound. Larson hits the deck and is fouled. Larson, the little guy, goes up, takes the ball away from taller defenders, and then he was fouled. 14 foul against De La Salle. The foul will be on Jamison Battle. That is his first foul. And against the press, Jacob Prince inbound along the baseline in the backcourt. And they get it in, far side for King. Stolen away by Tyrell Terry. Up the line, three for Raekwon. No good. Rebound underneath. Lehman lays it up, partially blocked by Chapman. And the ball goes out of bounds. And who touched it last? So we're going to have a foul. Way too many whistles tonight. Fouled against CDH with 1:03 to go. And the foul is Daniel Ochoa. That is his second foul, both this half. At the line is Malik Raymond, 6'8" junior to build around next year. He's got 4 points, and he still has 4. Missed the free throw. And the ball off the hands of Ochoa. Last touch by Tyrell Terry. And it'll be Raider basketball with 1:01 to go. And again, a 7-point lead, so 3 possessions. Lehman will come out. Booker back in for some quickness. Prince to inbound against the press. He calls timeout. Timeout on the floor. On the hockey front, again, the Raider girls won earlier today in the quarterfinals of the Section 6 AA Children. They have Edina in the second round. And the Raider boys hockey team went 2-2 overtime against Stillwater earlier today at the Blizzard Rink, the St. Croix Valley Rec Center. And home the last couple of years broadcasting Stillwater pony hockey. And with a 3-possession lead, some more fans are up and trying to get a jump on the rest of the crowd, trying to find their car. I'm sure the St. Paul's finest have to be out there and directing traffic somewhere. I don't know where everybody parked. My goodness. Love the atmosphere, love the crowd. Close to 4,000 here tonight to watch the Raiders maybe take 2 tonight. Boys and girls. Inbounds pass against the press. Prince gets it in to Chapman. Foot on the line. Oh, got away with it. Ochoa with the basketball. Leaves it off for Ryan Larson. Splits a double team. Splits another double team, and that is fouled by either Terry or Booker. And just foul number 5. And the foul is on Terry. That's his 4th foul. That's his 5th foul. He'll finish the ball game with 8 points all of the second half. Tyrell Terry's not as done. Again, no free throws as of yet. And Jamison Battle will come back in. Battle and Colin Shear has been the offense, probably not much tonight for the Islanders. There's Chapman. Chapman splits the double team behind the back dribble, goes inside, lays it up, and in. Side Chapman, right above. Gets 17 points. 75-66 to lead us 9. And Moore hits the deck. He traveled, no call. Up top, Cole Shear, 3. Not going to go. Rebound, Ochoa. Daniel Ochoa, and he's fouled by Raekwon Moore. That is team foul number 6. And Moore will pick up his 4th foul with 35 seconds to go. It'll be Raider basketball against the press. Jacob Prince direct in traffic. Salle will drop to 14-4, and the Raiders will go 18-1. Larson in the backcourt, into the front court for Prince. Jacob off to Ryan Larson. Larson out near the timeline, splits a double team. He's fouled from behind and goes down head first. Raekwon Moore, and that'll be number 5 on Raekwon, and he'll finish the ball game with 3. And 7th team foul against Salle. So Ryan Larson will go to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. Larson, what has he done tonight? Let's see, 14 points, 2 of 3 from the line, 6 points this half. Free throw up, free throw, no good. Missed the front end of the 1-1. Islander rebound, front court, Cole Shear, long 3, not going to go. And Ochoa with another rebound. He's got another double-double. And Ryan Larson is going to dribble it out. Front court, Jordan King goes inside, slams it home. Jordan King with a freebie, and he's got 5. And it is the clock running down 77-66. And the horn is going to sound. There it is. There's the buzzer. And the Cretin Derham Hall Raiders defeat Salle by 11. Led by as many as 12. And then, again, 18-1 on the season. And still leading the Suburban East Conference. Salle drops to 14-4 on the year. Again, this broadcast here tonight, courtesy of Plum's Neighborhood Restaurant, Stelling and Randolph in St. Paul, and J.R. Max on West 7th in St. Paul. Taking a look at the scoring summary for Coach Bledsoe and the De La Salle Islanders. Gabe Colster, 19 first half points, held to 5 in the second half. Game total of 24. He had 5 3-pointers. Jameson Battle, he had 4 3-pointers. In fact, he had 13 points in the second half and 19 for the night. Christian Dixon did not score. Tyrell Terry fouled out of the second half with 8 points. Raekwon Moore finished with just 3. Sage Booker had 6 in the second half, 8 for the night. Malik Lehman, 2 in each half. He had 4. And for the Raiders of Cretin Derham Hall, just too many weapons. Daniel Otero finished with 25, 13 first half, 12 in the second half. Cy Chapman, 9 in the first half, 8 in the second half. That adds up to 17. Jacob Fritz finished with 10. Ryan Larson finished with 14, 4 in double figures. Jordan King with 5. Davis with 2. Dennis with 4. And that's it. 77-66 is your final. And time to wrap things up here from the Joe Mauer Fieldhouse. We got a lot of tearing down to do. And a reminder, our next Raider basketball broadcast, the 23rd, right back here, with the Raider girls taking on Woodbury. And 7:15, well, about 7 o'clock will be our broadcast time. Tip off at around 7:15. Number 1 against number 2 in the Suburban East Conference. And Raider boys basketball on the 28th from the University of St. Thomas against Eden Prairie. Our next hockey broadcast will be Tuesday night, Stillwater and St. Thomas Academy. And at the Cadet Ice Arena out there in Mendota Heights. Again, that game on TJ Sports Online. Then we have one more Pony basketball game against Forest Lake. And that'll be on February 27th. And we'll have that game for you as well. Time to run the credits. First of all, thanks to Joe and the staff at Town Square Television. Thank you for letting us broadcast here on Channel 15, Town Square Television, serving the communities of Inver Grove Heights, Joe Lynch's hometown. Also, Lilydale, Mendota Heights, West St. Paul, South St. Paul, and Sunfish Lake. For Blue Frame Technology, for Ritchie Media Group, the Silver Fox in charge, Ethan Allen, his assistant, and our thanks, of course, to Phil Archer and the staff here at Cretin Derham Hall for all of their help in setting us up on the broadcast. The Raiders pick up 2 with 60-54 over the Islanders in girls basketball, and they win by 11 here in the nightcap. From Joe Mauer Fieldhouse here in the campus of Cretin Derham High School and St. Paul, good night, everybody. I'm Tom Wishon. We'll talk again.